or that particular blog post. A few days later, we wrote another post. 2 days later, this was gone. And the reason is, we will tell you what the reason was when we get to when we obviously get to the WordPress CO series, and we really think you ought to take advantage of that. I mean, you think about it. Nobody else is offering a WordPress CO video tutorial series, and the reason is, folks, they want to keep the secrets to themselves, and they want to charge outrageous fees. All we're saying is, for $99, you can learn how to WordPress CO. You would have paid, well, many of you would have paid that just to learn how to set up your WordPress website, and we're giving that away for free. So let us go down here a little bit. Now, this was totally amazing that we could have a WordPress website that really has nothing to do with job online, and that we could place this here. Now, eventually it got up here. This is an extremely competitive keyword, like 1 million searches or something. Very lucrative for us. But we pulled the WordPress site down again to bring you something really more substantive. And back to the other, this was a Google shot. This was the Bing shot of that post. So what we're telling you, and we won't go over any more results, we're going to get into the About Us, but what we're telling you is, what we say to you isn't things that we've heard. It's things that we've tested. And as a matter of fact, when we began 4 or 5 years ago with WordPress, WordPress SEO experts said a lot of, so-called experts said a lot of things. We tested it, we did what they said, and we still weren't making any money. So we decided to cut our own path, listen to the real experts, and we're going to bring that to you. We're not going to hold anything back. This video tutorial series is exhaustive. As a matter of fact, folks, we are so passionate about this that we are going to also offer you to become a WordPress developer yourself. What does that mean? What that means is, you can take our you can watch our videos, WordPress CO in a secured area. However, if you want a developer's license, which means, hey, you want to actually own the videos yourself, there's also a price for that, and it is expensive. At the same time, we've done the work over the years, and we want you to be a WordPress developer ultimately. Nevertheless, let's get to setting up an About page. And what we're going to do here is, we're not actually, we want to show you examples of About Us pages. So what we will do is, we'll actually add the page so you can see it in the navigation menu. We'll add the page, but we're not going to put any content in here, and you'll see why. So you know how to set the pages up. Remember we told you that you want to open your trash. Remember this. This has a 2 on the end, right? Let's go back to all pages, and let's show you how to get rid of that 2. We won't tell you why you need to get rid of it, but we'll tell you how to get rid of it. Anything that you're not going to use, empty your trash. We'll delete those pages. Watch this. Let's go back to edit, and let's see if this will leave the 2 off. Bam, no more 2. We won't tell you what's up with that, but just empty your trash is all we're saying. You see, so instead of showing you how we set it up, because truthfully, we're not going to use an About Us page on this particular website anyway, but we just want to show you this, is that once you set that up and once you publish that About page, it'll come up here. Now you have an About Us page, you have a Contact Us page, you have a privacy policy page. And we are just showing, by the time you see these video tutorials, these won't be up here because these just aren't appropriate for this particular website. Nevertheless, over here on this site that we're developing, remember, for those 30 million searches with Yahoo and Bing, it's going to be over like 45 million searches a month, and we're going to get on page 1 with this website. So we're developing it slowly but surely. So what you see here, we'll go home first. And then we set up our privacy policy, set up a video. We set up a company page actually on this one, because we believe in this market that's important instead of About Us. So on an About Us or company page, those are interchangeable. I would choose one or the other. However, what you want to do is just state your case, basically. So when we go down here, what you're doing is our belief, e-curriculum, education is our goal, no copyright, affordability. This is what we do. We set up this particular page. You could set up headlines like this, which are bold, to take people down through it. And we just wanted to leave this very, very simple. So people could, if they choose to go here. Surprisingly enough, this, even if you get 1 million visits, this will be the least visited website on, depending on your industry anyway, depending upon 90% of the keywords that we've seen anyway. Now with our DUI classes online .NET client, this is actually about us. This is actually their most visited page because that's a highly personal situation with being a drunk driver and needing services and court order things. So they want to know who they're dealing with, and that's a great thing. However, with direct marketing, we didn't feel it appropriate. So we set up this page and just make sure you plead your case. It doesn't have to necessarily look like this, but make sure your formatting is good. Another way, and we're strongly considering doing this, is putting pictures of our staff here. However, here's another, and this is actually the top slide top slide providers or PowerPoint presentation providers on the web that we know of anyway. They're in Norway or something like that. But they did theirs also a little different, and actually they even went deeper, and we'll go here and say meet the executives, which we really, now they this is killing their search engine position. These high resolution photos that aren't compressed, you see how slow they load. We'll tell you about that in our CL series, but we really like the way they did this. They show their executives and they show their staff, and we really like this. So this is again a whole nother page. Now, well, we can't go into that, but we also like this. So if you put a picture of yourself, make sure if it's about us, don't put a picture of your product here. Put a picture of you or whatever it is you want to show, or just put words here. So with that said, you have to certainly create an about us page. I think a great thing to do would put your expertise in the industry. Don't put a resume, but put why you know what you know. Maybe company facts, our beliefs. This is they having some issues here with English, but it's still a powerful message. So that's all we're going to say here on this. We showed you how to just set it up, but you write in there what you want to write in there, folks. Don't feel like you have to follow the lead of anybody else. You do you. The great thing about WordPress is you can tailor this to your liking. So that ends your video tutorial on setting up an About Us page with WordPress setup.